and welcome to the Punished for Protecting Live broadcast with your host, Francesca Amato, national expert in the Americans with Disabilities Act, domestic violence and child abuse advocate, best-selling author, and founder of Punished for Protecting Incorporated. We welcome all of our viewers watching on Facebook via Punished for Protecting News and the CPS News Network. If you're watching on YouTube at Punish No More and Free to Protect, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. You can also find Punish for Protecting News on Rumble. Now, without further ado, here is your host, Francesca Amato.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Punish for Protecting News tonight. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Rumble, we just want to welcome you morning, afternoon, and evening. And just know that this program also airs every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Now Network News. So you can watch that on Roku, on Now Network. You can watch it on Apple TV or any satellite television station. But tonight I have a really great testimony, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. It's from jail to triumph. It's a testimony of a woman that I know for several years now. She goes by Moochie Merchant. She has her own TV show, and boy, does she have some testimony and some amazing and awesome story to tell us tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to bring out my good friend, Moochie. Hey.
Hi.
So we named this today From Jail to Triumph because you're just killing it out there. Like literally, God has done so many amazing things in your life. Yeah. And I just want you to encourage the viewers as I drink my tea from this awesome mug, the Moochie mug from the Moochie show.
Yes.
So do tell.
First of all, thank you so much, Francesca, for having me. And it's very fun because I didn't even really pay attention to the title of our show, but I'm always glad to tell everybody how good God is. You know, we walk around and we say how good God is, and I think people really don't understand when we say God is good and his grace and his mercy is everlasting. So I am, a single mom. I am a 3-time felon. I have 18 misdemeanors. I did a total of 7 years locked up. And here I am. I am here. Yeah. I can't hear you, Francesca.
It's literally amazing when I see just first of all, let's leave what your past and whatever happened, which we'll talk about more tonight, but like just to watch how you are, like the gifts that God has put inside of you. You are such an inspiration, really, and you're such an encourager. Like the Bible talks about a Barnabas, like you are there, you're always rooting somebody else on. And God roots you on. Like you root somebody else on, and then God just lifts your platform, and you help somebody else, and God opens up more doors for you. It's just
I always say,
I have chills, right?
I always say, like, I spent so much time doing so much bad stuff. Like I spent a lot of time because, time waits for no one and time goes really fast. And when I sit and think of all the time that I've spent doing bad stuff to people, negative stuff, getting in trouble, I made a promise to God. And I vowed to keep that promise that if he was able to bring me out and give me another chance, that I would like dedicate my life to doing the right thing. So I'm not perfect. God knows I'm not perfect, but I definitely wake up every day with a heart to like serve the people, give back, support, encourage. I'm still human. I'm still in my flesh. So, that definitely gets in the way from day to day. But that's like my daily goal in life, like to wake up and just do something for someone else because God did it for me.
I mean, we're all works in progress and we're aiming toward that mark, right? But and I see it every day with you, like, you reach out to the community, you see something bad that's happening and you start to expose it. And, let's talk about that. Like what happened? Like what were some of the things, and then what was the pivotal point that turned you, to turn towards the
Um,
Lord? And
I just feel it was like a lot of stuff going on within my own community that I lived in, and I just seen a lot of people in position and in places, and things weren't happening. And I remember a situation where someone called, was reaching out to me. I started my show Reporting Live 845, and I started this show as in just doing music and things like that. But as I got to like go to start, sitting in the community events and sitting on, school board meetings and fundraisers and stuff, I started to get to know my surroundings, and I really wanted to position myself as a leader. Um, I already knew that I was a felon and I had misdemeanors, so that I couldn't just walk into any door. But I knew God had a way because I know I have ministry in me. I just didn't know what it was. And there it goes. It was outreach ministry. I was supposed to be out here in the street with the people. I'm supposed to be out here being the voice. I'm supposed to use everything that I know about God and everything I know about his saving grace and give it to the people at the people's level. So
yes,
that's when I knew, okay, if God gave me a voice for this, he's gonna give me a voice for this. And then when I use my voice for this, I'm like, well, if God's gonna give me a voice for that, he's gonna give me a voice for this. And then I succeeded in that. And then I just got the thing, like, I'm not gonna ever say anything on to expose anybody to hurt them. But if it's hurting my community, like I never get on lives and expose personal business. Like that's not my key. But
right,
if it's
right,
something that's hurting my community, it's something that's affecting the people. And
yeah,
I'm not talking about people that I know personally, the people that I don't know, the people are suffering that are going through the same thing that anonymously hit me and say, Moochie, I need you to do this for me. Please don't tell nobody it's me, but I need you to be my voice. I found that
yeah,
voice. God gave me that voice, and I'm very strong in it. Very much
yeah.
so.
You definitely are, and you're definitely cut out for this. Like,
Yes. You know what?
So
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, friend. I wouldn't say I'm cut out for this because I'm really not. I'm a crybaby. Like nobody really knows. Like when I go home at night, like I lay before God. I cry. I scream. I quit 100 times. I question myself. I feel like if I didn't have God, I wouldn't be. So it's only God is the reason why I'm cut out for this. Because me personally, man,
right,
flesh, I'm not cut out for this.
right, but he knows who he can use for
Yes,
for
he
for
does.
the position. I think of who was it that had a lisp? Was it Aaron and Moses, I think? But he was saying the same thing you're saying, that I'm not the one. I'm not the one for this. And it turns out
He was the
absolutely
one.
you absolutely are. And one of the things I just love about you, though, is you're such an encourager and you're such a builder of other people. I know personally in my life, my sister's life, and those around us that we see. I watch you with, so many people. And it's just that's a gift. That's a gift because not everybody can do that,
Hmm.
and you're always like cheering somebody else on and rooting somebody else on. And that's one of the things that stands out to me about you. Um, but now what we have now, there's a couple different things that are going on right now. One of them would be this, which is the Moochie show. Do you want to go ahead and touch
Yes.
touch on that a little bit? What's going on with that? That's just so cool,
Yes.
and I just absolutely
So
hug.
thank you. Shout out to you, Miss Fran. Wherever they on this show, please make sure you guys tune into the Moochie Show this Saturday at 11 o'clock because we are officially getting ready to drop myself and Francesca Amato's interview. We had a little technical difficulties, but we got it together. Um, the Moochie Show is a new show that I'm just trying to bring to the people. Fresh face, fresh content. I know I want to give you a little bit of Ricky Lake mixed in with a little bit of Oprah, with a little touch of Jenny Jones and a slab of Gayle King. I want people to be able to tune into a show, and they don't see the same old thing. You don't see the same artists. You don't see the same designers. You don't see the same stories. You actually see something new. When you tune into my show, I want you to be able to get something new. You learned something new. You saw a new product. You heard a new song. You heard a new testimony. You heard some new gossip. I'm spilling some new tea, something that you haven't seen. I want you to take something away from the show. So I've been doing this for 10 years. I finally found a lane that I'm comfortable with. I started with the co-host. I started with the DJ. Saturday. Now it's
Yeah.
just me and the guest, and we are getting intimate. We are getting real. We're spilling tea. We're talking about it. And as my favorite slogan, come up in the room, because in the room is where it goes down.
Yeah. Yeah. And I am excited to see our interview. It was just a fluke thing. I have a new puppy and she's getting hair everywhere. And by the time I got to your show, I was covered in dog hair. So I know you guys were like trying to get all that
What's your
off.
dog's name? What's your
That one
dog's
is
name?
Millie, but I've got Millie, Lily, and Wesley, but it's Millie that's like shedding. She's a little puppy. She's a little thing.
But
And
tell everybody Millie will be joining us for our interview on Saturday.
Millie's going to be a part of our interview, but it's a great interview. It's a great
Yes, it is.
interview.
It is.
So I'm really excited about it. And it's awesome because yes, you started out, you the face of the 845. And can you tell everybody a little bit about that may not know who you are and what you did, what that was all about?
I called my dad one day, back in 2015. I told him I wanted to start a radio station. I bought a building, I bought a table and some microphones. Again, I started with just like local artists and local music, and everybody would tune in Monday through Friday from 6 to 8. And you can hear me do a rundown of the local artists and play their music, and I was doing top 5. Then I expanded and going to the community and doing community events. And then I for events, and I was doing back to schools, and I did church events, and I just became the liaison in the community. Like everybody started to know me. Everybody heard of me.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, that's Moochie. And once that started to happen, when I tell you again, I use my voice in certain situations, and my voice, people gave me the title, the voice of the 845, because they know if you call Moochie, you're going to get results.
Yeah.
When they say the
Yeah.
voice of the 845, that means I have put in work in Orange County, Dutchess County, Sullivan County, Ulster County, Rockland County. I have visited cities from Nyack to Loch Sheldrick to New.
Oh, okay. She's kicked, but we're going to wait for her to come back in. I did hear the Wi-Fi kind of kicking, doing something strange there, but Moochie will be right back, I'm sure, because we have more of an interview with her. But it's very powerful. I mean, God has done such an amazing thing, and I hope that this encourages all of you, because here she comes. Because God has done such an amazing thing in her life, where, like I said, she came from what she told you, like from felonies to now all of this that she's doing, encouraging an entire community of people. So I'm sorry.
I
Well,
try because let me tell
I
you
think you're
something. I
doing
have to be very transparent. Being in a position of leadership, everybody wants to be a leader in the sacrifice. I feel like it's the hurt, because I was raised with love. No matter what I go through, I try to show love.
yeah,
Um, and I just feel like sometimes that's the one thing that hurts me the most is the love that I have for the people.
yeah.
But I understand Jesus's walk, and I understand, leadership. But that's the hardest part, is the hurt from the people, because the people will hurt you.
The people, yeah, oh yeah, and sometimes you'll pour out and pour out and pour out, and nothing comes back. Yeah, we
And
can totally
and it's
relate
hard
to
to
that.
be and it's hard to be in our position, because
Yeah,
we can't have anybody pour into us. And
no.
then it's like we're scared when people do pour into us, because my spirit and my soul is so guarded and protected. So it's just like, what are your intentions of pouring into me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's hard for me. It is.
It is hard, and I think that sometimes people look up to you, and I think that's really good that you're candid and you're like very upfront about it and very real, because
Mhm.
when people tend to look up to you and you become a face of something, they don't understand that you have a life too. You have struggles, you have issues, you have things that we go through, children and life, and a calendar to keep, and things that just happen in the spur of the day while you're trying to keep this calendar. But you're dealing with people that are hurting themselves, and you want to be that strength to them. And meanwhile, somebody needs to be, there for us as well. So
Right.
I can relate to that. Boy, can I relate to that, but it's really something. But wow, I just, that's just, wow, that I'm really glad that you even like talk about that, because some people won't even touch on that. They won't even touch on that topic, you know? They
I
just want
gotta
to
touch on. You
be
gotta touch
about
on
image.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because I'm such a public person. I try to stay very transparent. I try to be very honest, because I'm a leader. I'm a public figure. You know what I'm saying? People are looking at me
Yeah.
all the time. They're watching me
Yeah.
all the time. So I try to be very honest. Like, you know, today's not a good day. You know, you're not going to get the best of me, or today you're going to get the best of me, you know? So.
Right. Right. Well, we're going to go to an intermission, but I want to talk more about after this break. I want to talk more about the fact that you do a lot of events. Did a lot of events with 845, doing a lot of events now, and then an upcoming event, which I'm going to let you talk about. But right now, we're going to go to an intermission. For those of you that do follow me, I am a multifaceted expert in domestic violence, child abuse, and the Americans with Disability Act, and I work for families primarily that are being harmed through the family court and CPS, or it could be law enforcement. It could be with your employment. It could be at school. And that's what I do. I don't work for the system. I work for the families. And the ways you can get help is going to be in this next intermission.
We'll be right back after a message from Punished for Protecting Incorporated. Each new generation of protective mothers is shocked when they first go to family court and find it doesn't favor single mothers and is willing to jeopardize children. Francesca's harrowing experience with the broken family court system, from which she finally received justice after 8 months of struggle, is proof that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Francesca has one of these unspeakably cruel cases and has responded by shining a large spotlight on widespread failures so other mothers won't be shocked. Punished for Protecting the Injustice System of Family Court by Francesca Amato Banfield, advocate, mother, whistleblower, founder, and TV talk show host of Punished for Protecting. If you are struggling with injustices wrought by our courts, this book will help guide you through the process. Available on Amazon.com. Search Punished for Protecting and get your copy today. Help abolish family court by purchasing Punished for Protecting merchandise. Here are our top sellers. See the link in the YouTube video description to find out how to get your Punished for Protecting t-shirt. Get your high-quality Punished for Protecting t-shirt while supplies last, and let everyone know that you stand for justice. Are you being re-victimized by the family court system? Do you need help with your case? Go online and book a talk with Francesca. Go to punished4beingAparent.com/book-a-talk. Fill in your name, email address, and message to Francesca. Someone will get back to you within 24 hours. Francesca and her staff of volunteers continue to work tirelessly every single day for parents and children who are in need of their help. There have been multiple success stories, including Francesca's, which gives hope to others in similar situations. Punished for Protecting Incorporated has incurred out-of-pocket expenses with zero funding to help families get their children back or to save their children from being taken. We also have provided funds to help with retainers, food, lodging, and travel. We really need your help so we can continue to provide our many services. Any amount is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to donate or sponsor a family in need of help, go to Cash App, Free the Children. And now back to our broadcast.
So welcome back, everybody. And here's our second book, I Survived a Narcissist, You Can Too. It is the sequel to Punish for Protecting and the Injustice System of Family Court. You will love this book. If you've dealt with a narcissist, whether it be in a personal life, in a church, in some kind of a governmental situation, that this is the book for you. It is, again, I Survived a Narcissist, You Can Too. One more thing I just want to talk about real quick is our alternative to family court. This gets you out of family court, or you'll never go into family court. If you have a situation with your family, we help you through a tailored sessions process that is specifically tailored to your family's needs to keep you protected from family court or CPS or the like. So now we're back with our wonderful guest, Moochie. And let me just unmute you here. And I just want you to talk about the 845 and then the Moochie show, about the events that you have done and the events that you're doing. And then, of course, the upcoming women's event that you're doing.
So can you hear me?
I can. There's a little bit of a lag with your system. I don't know if you have another device or something.
Second.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So through my radio career, through my podcasting career, I have the opportunity to host events. I have legitimately hosted in my 10-year career over 3,500 events. That's 3,500 events over that I've hosted. I've hosted events between baby showers, bridal showers, bachelorette parties, weddings, receptions, concerts, bar mitzvahs, and a lot more women's events. I have had the opportunity to work with many, many, many celebrities all around the 845 and beyond, some being like DJ Bobby Condis. I've had the pleasure of meeting Bishop Marvin Sapp, Pastor Jamal Bryant. Through this journey, I've had the opportunity to sit with some hip hop legends and some pop culture. So this definitely has been a blessing for me. I don't do a lot. I don't personally throw a lot of events, but I had the opportunity to host a lot of events. So I'm excited about that. And with that being said, I haven't thrown an event in 2024, so I'm throwing my first event Saturday, March. Oh, yes, that's what I do. If anybody want to be on the show and spill some tea, Miss Fran just popped that on me. Yes, if you like to be on the show and spill some tea and talk about a little gossip and stuff, that's what you can do on the Moochie show as well. We have a little segment for that. Shout out to you, Miss Fran. But this Saturday, the Moochie show presents, Moochie Merchant presents, Mama Mooch presents, the Moochie show presents Her Story Women's Award Dinner, the 845 Her Story, parenthesis history, awards dinner, and we'll be honoring women all around the Hudson Valley, from Sullivan County, Dutchess County, Ulster County, Rockland County, and Orange County, different women from different aspects of life. We're just going to be honoring them for the women that they are, for the history that they've been creating, and the legacies that they've been building. And I'm excited about this event because it's not just honoring women that are actually doing something. We know that as it's different sprinkles to make a woman, womanhood. We as women, we have different aspects in life, from our health to our physical, to our spiritual, to our emotional, to our mental. All of us women, we suffer with depression, we suffer with heartbreak, excitement, happiness, anger. Like, we as women go through so much, motherhood and infertility. Like, it's so many things that we have in common as women. And I just feel like I want to take the opportunity to honor women that are just really trying. So there will be women that will be honoring that are survivors of drugs, that are just making it. And I want them to know, as a woman, I see you and I support you and I encourage you. And if nobody else tells you, you're doing a wonderful job staying clean. There's women out here that own businesses. I just want them to know that although Man may not give you your flowers. We see you. We support you because there's women out here that have been working in their craft, Fran, for years, and they've never heard, I appreciate you. I see you. They've never got the support or accolades. Maybe because they're not popular. Maybe because they continue to get overlooked. So that's my job. This is not for people that always get the limelight. This is not for people that always get the tags on social media. This is not for the people that are in the magazines and in the newspapers. These are for people that you never heard of, that you never seen, but are really making it as a woman in whatever aspect in life that is.
Yeah.
I even have one. I have one woman up there. She's getting an award, a Hustlers Award, and it's not because she's hustling to work and things like that. She's getting the Hustlers Award because nobody knows how hard it is as a woman to try to change. Our body goes through changes. We have children. That happens. Hormones, menopause. So to wake up every day and be a better woman than you were yesterday, that deserves an award. So that's what we're doing on that day. We are honoring everything. We're even going to be honoring people with the Mama Moochie Award. And my mother and her mother were best friends all their lives. My mother lost her mother. So we're also going to be honoring women that lost their mothers, and my mother is going to be able to pour into them and extend her love and grace that if they need that motherly figure, I'm here. And also give them a reminder that their mother loved them. So I'm so excited about this.
So awesome. So awesome.
And everything that we're about to do.
It's so awesome. That's for you right there. And for the thanks.
Yeah.
But that your mother's a wonderful person too. Your mother's like so endearing, and everybody just loves her and gravitates to her. I mean, she's in your corner, boy. She's there, for you. Like she's just really, that's a powerful force in your life right there. So.
Right.
Well, Moochie, I am so excited. Now, what is the date for the Her Story event?
Awards dinner. So make sure you guys come. It is Her Story Awards dinner party. It is Saturday, March 30th. It is to conclude the month of March as Women's History Month, Women's Month for the month of March. It is located in Poughkeepsie, New York, 189 Church Street at Cafe Maroon. Doors open at 3:30. The event starts at 4 p.m. It's going to be between 4 and 9. I'm telling people now, it's a formal event. Get your gowns, get your tuxedos, come on out.
Right.
Remember that this is an award show. If you're in a rush, if you have something to do, this is not for you. This is the time that we're going to come.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, we're going to sit down. We're going to give people awards. They're going to make their speeches. We're going to give people their flowers, and we're going to break bread together.
Yay.
And tickets are only $25. That's it.
Get a ticket and come on down. Well, Moochie, so very much for being on, and I will see you at that event. I will be there. And you're just a blessing, and I can't wait. And I'll see you at the event, and I'm going to give you a great big hug. And everybody, I hope you've been encouraged. I know you've been encouraged by this awesome testimony. And again, thank you everybody for watching our dear friend Moochie. Love you.
Bye. See you Saturday.